We saw a ton of free throws from you tonight in a pretty high-scoring game as well. Did anything feel different tonight, and what was getting you to the line so much tonight?
I try to use my aggressiveness. Coach Green wanted to put me in a lot of positions to duck in, punch in, and kind of get a good position, use my strength throughout the whole game to wear them bigs out. And shout out to Xavier and Justin and the rest of the guards looking for me.
Oh, hey, Andrew, good to see you. Congratulations. On games like this, when your team is having trouble from the perimeter, I think you were 5 of 23 from three, but y'all find other ways to get it done. Just talk about that aspect of it. From a player standpoint, what's got to be done when you're having issues like that.
Right. Well, even if shots not falling, we still got to continue our pace. Coach always emphasizes us to keep pushing the ball, running the floor, and trying to get those easy baskets while the defense is running back, and to stay together. Sometimes we want to get it out of ourselves, and we got to go in pretty early. And when you get it going early, you tend to kind of get your own stuff. So he said to keep being a collective team and staying together throughout the whole game.
Thanks, man.
All right, up next we have Jed May and then Palmer Toombs.
Hey, Andrew. During those cold stretches y'all had, especially in the first half, what role do the experienced guys on this team, like yourself, like Justin, even Xavier and Toumani to a point, what role do y'all play in sort of, I guess, keeping those runs from extending too long?
I would say our role is just to do the dirty work, get those rebounds, stay solid defensively, pick everybody up, run the floor, so everybody can kind of see that and continue that. We don't want to fall short or get lazy and get out of our MO, which is always playing at a fast pace. So us leaders have to continue to bring everybody up, bring everybody's spirits up, and lead by that example.
Andrew, Toumani had a career-high 17 rebounds. How much did y'all feed off of that, getting to the boards from him?
A lot. And it's huge. Those second chance points has really held us down. A lot of times we got to the paint, and a lot of us didn't crash the boards, but Toumani's continuous effort throughout the whole game, it showed. And he got to the line. He finished those putbacks, and that's what we really need consistently throughout the year.
Up next, can we have Chip Towers and then Davis Baker?
Yeah, first, Andrew, let me ask, is your ankle okay? It looked like you turned it a couple of times. And over and above that, you touched on this a little bit, but this is a completely different pace and style than you guys have played all year long. And so, I mean, is there some comfort in knowing that you can play this kind of game if you have to?
Yeah, I just nicked a little bit when I came down in the first half. Now, I'll be fine, just a little bruise. But to back on that, we want to play at that fast pace. Like our motto is to wear teams down and still be that fast-paced team, 15 minutes, 10 minutes in the second half, and to pull away like we did last game. So obviously this pace is different, but it was always the pace Coach Green wanted to play at. And we got to continue to be ready and stay ready to stay at the pace of Xavier, because he's a focal point, Xavier and Michael. So we just want to keep on just running on the court, both on the offensive and defensive end.
Hey, Andrew, you didn't start tonight, but I believe you were the first player off the bench, and you added 13 points as well. Is this a role that we'll see you in for the rest of the season? And is that a role that you're comfortable playing?
Oh, absolutely. Anything Coach Green, what puts me in is I'm willing to do. Like I value winning more than anything, and the more we win, the more success everybody gets as a whole. So I'm not worried about starting. I'm just worried about however I can help this team and just put my body out there to work.
All right, and the final two questions are going to be from Ryan Curley and then Mike Griffith.
Hey, Andrew, good to see you. You and Toumani are kind of the two main inside scorers, you being the bruiser and he's the high flyer. How have you guys kind of embraced that this year?
We try just collectively just come together and just kind of, like you say, abuse that and play to our strengths. Like Toumani is incredibly athletic, and you see him all over the floor. And I just try to use my strength and wear down them bigs at my speed to kind of run down the court to get them easy buckets. So in those two aspects, we try to, in essence, get those as easy possessions on the offensive end, and on top of that, on the defensive end as well during the game.
Andrew, what was the greatest challenge that Montana posed for you guys tonight, you think?
I would say they did make some shots, and they're a very good team that runs their offense throughout that we faced this whole entire year so far. So I feel like this was the first time we got challenged as a team with another team that can run their offense fluidly. So I would say a lot of times they were getting the cross screens and us getting down there and just matching up sometimes. So I think that's what it was.
All right. Thanks so much, Andrew.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. Up next, we're going to have Toumani Camara. All righty, at first, we're going to start with Mike Griffith and then Ryan Curley.
Yeah, Toumani, I mean, let's just go ahead and let's start talk about the rebounding, man. I mean, that was quite a performance.
So, I mean, got to do anything I can to, help my team, and that's I think a collective job. Everybody needs to like go to rebound. Everybody got their role. So I think it was a big thing for me this game to be really focused on rebounding, especially the last 3 games. I haven't been doing my best at it. So it's really something I need to focus on every game. And just today was, I guess, a good day about it. And just need to keep going and keep it up every time.
Hey, Toumani, you're a really high energy player. You play above the rim and everything, throwing down dunks left and right. How do you keep that energy up with the limited capacity in the stands?
Just the fact, think about we can win this game and just stay focused on it. And think about winning, don't let up. My teammates also helped me motivated by making good plays, Javier making good plays, the whole team making good plays. So at the end of the day, it's a team sport, so I cannot just lay down and relax because I have 4 of the dudes relying on me on the court and a whole bench like that needs me on the court. So having my energy out 100% every time is just something I believe is very important in my game.
All right, up next, we're going to have Davis Baker and then Chip Towers.
Hey, Toumani, there was a play in the first half where you took the ball coast to coast for a dunk. How comfortable are you handling the ball in transition, and what does it say about the offense when all 5 guys can, handle the ball?
I feel really comfortable. I mean, it's something I worked all summer about it because last year I had a lot of improvement to make. And I think having a team with 5 players that can handle the ball and be able to push it makes it way easier for the point guard, for everybody to be able to just push the ball and go. That's how fast we can be. And I think it's a really like rare thing you can see on the basketball court when everybody can handle it. So I think it's a really good thing for us.
And Toumani, I guess it became evident in the second half that Xavier might not be able to get a 4th straight double-double. So did you feel some pressure to come up with a double-double of your own? And I'm joking, of course, about that. Did you give him a hard time about getting your own double-double? And then secondly, just the pace, did you realize this was going to be this kind of game,
I mean, like I said last time, it's every time somebody different go out of their game. So it was maybe not Xavier game for the assist part, but as a collective unit, I think we're still like trying to like do the best we can. So if Xavier cannot achieve this part, then we need to pick it up on our side. So I think it's a team sport, so we cannot just lay all the work on Xavier's shoulders. So I think it's something we need to pick up naturally.
All right, up next, we need Palmer Tomes and then Jed May.
Yeah, Toumani, you mentioned some of the work that you did in the offseason on handling the ball. and that you weren't necessarily happy with your rebounding performances recently. We haven't seen a rebounding game like this in quite some time at Georgia. First off, did you do anything this summer to work on rebounding as well? And then second off, what do you think the biggest difference for you tonight was in that aspect of the game?
Rebounding it's a really hard thing to work on. I believe rebounding is mostly energy and just how can you read your defender boxing you out. And it's just if everybody going rebound, it's going to be easier for to only have one man to beat. So I think it's like a team job. So I believe it's just energy and just trying to go get it. Like who wants it more? So that's how I believe rebounding is. And I forgot your second question.
Just what did you think the difference for you tonight was? You mentioned that you hadn't had this kind of rebounding game. You weren't necessarily happy. What did you think the difference for you tonight was?
I mean, just stay focused and be having the same energy all the time. I mean, being able to help my teammates in any kind of like situation and be able to keep my energy at 100%. Yeah, definitely.
Toumani, something Coach Crean talked about last year was not letting struggles on the offensive end affect you guys defensively. Tonight, y'all were up and down on offense, but you still only gave up 50 points. Did it feel different on defense tonight, I guess, than maybe it did last year at times when y'all were struggling? Did y'all feel a little bit more like, I guess, the sky wasn't falling, for lack of a better term?
I mean, I believe we were a completely different team than last year. I believe defensively we can have a great game every time. It's just offensively sometimes it's going to be we're going to have some games where it's like shots not going to fall and everything, and then we need to be focused on like team play. So I think it's really what the main thing we need to work on going further is really like playing collectively as a team and stay focused on that and not trying to make our own play. And but defensively, I believe it's all about energy. If you have the energy, if you have the willing to like play defense every time, it's something that's going to stay. So if we have this anger and like willing to play defense every night, we're going to be able to have a good defensive game every time.
All right, the last two questions are going to be from Anthony Dasher and Tori Heck.
Hey, got my mask off here. Hey, Toumani. What did you guys learn about yourself tonight?
Like I said, I believe we need to play more collectively, but it's something is going to pick up. It's only the fourth game of the season. It's really like keep up the energy and be able to lift up each other throughout the game and stay focused all the time. That's, I believe, what we really learned tonight, yeah.
Toumani, you and Andrew Garcia were the high scorers tonight. What is y'all's relationship like so far, both on the court and off, since he's gotten here to Georgia with you?
We're a really close team. I mean, we like a family. So especially since I don't really have my family here in town. So it's like being able to have this guy around me every time it's a blessing. And it's just having him, especially Andrew, is like a cool dude. Like he always there for you. So it's really great. I mean, we always have good chemistry. I have a good chemistry with the whole team, basically. So.
All right. Thanks so much, Toumani.